Welcome to my Cooloola Great Walk series. I'm hoping that this series won't simply be about finishing another trail. I'm hoping that it's going to be showing that progress is built one deliberate step at a time, even when your body has its own challenges. So let's get on with seeing what the Cooloola Great Walk has to teach us. Here we go, tapping on Cooloola Great Walk. Off we go. To me, there's something really special about beginning a journey long before the sun rises. Walking beneath a star-filled sky reminds me that every adventure starts in the darkness long before anyone sees the result. It'll be very interesting to see what the trail has to teach me today. I know it's going to be grainy, but that's the moon setting over there. Dawn on the Cooloola Great Walk. Here's my path. First light. Hear the ocean, that's lovely. You know, reaching Seawore Beach as dawn slowly painted the horizon was one of those moments that simply makes you stop dead still in your tracks in awe. The first rays of winter sunlight spilling gracefully across the ocean, the smell of the salt in the air, the rhythmic sound of the waves, and kilometres of untouched sand stretching into the distance with endless possibilities. Well, it felt like the trail was quietly welcoming me. I was just thinking how easy it is to think that the most memorable moments happen on the highest summits. But sometimes they arrive with nothing more than an empty beach, without footprints, a rising sun, and the absolute privilege of being present enough to notice. Already I'm deep within my head, and it's only day one. That's the magic of starting something new and reminding myself that every journey begins with a single step, and the important part is choosing to begin something new. This morning I'm loving the early start, as I always do. I adore walking, beginning the day with the stars overhead. I know I'm going to love sunrise on Seawore Beach, and today's easy terrain, and I'm anticipating having the trail mostly to myself, and that all creates the feeling of possibility. I'm reflecting upon how the hardest part of many adventures is just simply deciding to begin. Good morning! Welcome back to Dedicated to Adventure, and in this series we are doing the Cooloola Great Walk, which is situated between Tawantin near Noosa and begins there, and I'm walking at Nobo. Runs between 89 and 102 kilometres depending which route you take on your final day.
and it spits out or finishes at Rainbow Beach, which is an absolutely glorious place. So today I started at the trailhead, caught the barge over yesterday. Yesterday was a travel day for me, and stayed at the Big Four Caravan Park. Unfortunately they put me camping, it's an enormous park I should say, and they put me up camping right at the opposite end of the park to where the trailhead is. So I have already had, let me see, there's 17.3 official kilometres to walk today, and just add about an extra 1.2 on top of that. So far now I'm in about 7.5 kilometres. Now that you can see me and it's not dark anymore, you'll see that I set off early this morning, 5:10, and walked the first 2 kilometres through the wilderness refuge in the dark, which is all coastal montane heathland, and watched the first light come up, dawn, and then sunrise as I hit the beach. And then it was a 1.6 kilometre walk on the beach, and then just before I exited the beach I stopped on a beautiful log and had my beefed up muesli for breakfast. And yes, it's absolutely stunning day, just epic. Could you get better weather? It's forecast between 14 and 21 degrees Celsius during this 5-day walk. And I forgot to mention before, I didn't have any problem finding my way between the southern end of the trailhead in the dark through the first 2 kilometres, because it's really well marked with orange triangles, and yeah, they're reflective, so no problem at all with that. It was really lovely, peaceful walking. Some of the track's been overgrown, there's a bit of tree fall here and there, but you'd expect that. There were probably about 5 or 6 still really deep pools when I was going through that wilderness walk right at the beginning of the southern end of the Cooloola Great Walk this morning, but all had very well established detour trails around them, which is great. Steep. Now I'm feeling kind of reflective this morning. It's midwinter here in Queensland, and for me on this particular day has me thinking very much about my beautiful mum and dad. You know, when I'm hiking I always feel like they're walking alongside me, because you know, they brought me up and gifted me such an adventurous, there's lots of lines here, adventurous childhood, more than any child could ever possibly hope for. I was really lucky. But today's actually the anniversary of my mum's death. So I like to do something outdoorsy, either out in a boat or hiking or mountain climbing on her anniversary. So Mum, I love you, I miss you. Same with you, Dad, every single day. Anyway, they're just my thoughts for now. Just winding my way down into the township of Seawore now. The trail does skirt around the back of it. And that's where I'm going to be having a decent food break. It'll be my second food of the day. I'm going to have my morning coffee. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Just beautiful walking this morning. People commonly ask what luxury I would like to carry, and some people mention a chair, but for me it's all about carrying the grounds from my coffee machine of pure coffee that I can have on a 5-day hike. So that's what I absolutely love. That's my luxury item, ground coffee. Have a flat white. Yay! Oh my Lord, that's good. Time for a lunch break. The trail marker I just looked at said that I've got 2 kilometres to Mount Seawore, but I think it said 621 metres of elevation, which is quite a bit. So anyway, it's definitely time for my second food break. I've been hiking for about 3.5 hours now, I've been trying to have food every hour and a half. So I have my wrap here. Peanut butter, ginger, crystallized ginger, dried cranberries, and fresh spinach. Oh, that'll do me. How nice. Picnic bar, the last of my coffee, view of the beach, and then off I go. Mount Seawore, here I come. Before I head off, I'm just going to add on some more tinted zinc. I've put it in a little squeezy container, so it comes out easier. Anyway, I better get this sun cream on and get on my way. Okay, that's lunch done, hat on, and off I go now. Looks like I've got about 5 kilometres to go, roughly, and quite a bit of ascent. I'm really looking forward to that actually, because it winds up and down the spurs and it provides really beautiful views. So it's good that I've had a decent break and had on, because it is hot, hot, hot. Midwinter in Queensland, hot, hot, hot. Anyway, I better get on with it. Getting up to some views I'll be able to show you soon. Gaining elevation now, which is lovely. Past the Banksias and lakeside views now. Ooh. It feels good. This is so good. Just taking the detour up to the summit of Mount Seawore. It's lovely walking. There's a lot of grass trees, a lot of Banksias. Absolutely beautiful. I didn't bother dropping my pack because the walk up is only 150 metres, and you know, to be honest, with my spinal stuff, with a heavier pack, it's more dramas getting it off and getting it back on again than just hiking up with it. So yeah, that's what I've elected to do. As you can see, the weather's still glorious. Been an incredible day. Once I've done this, I'm on the final little leg to camp, which will be amazing. Anyway, see you at the summit. The cloud reflection on that lake, isn't it stunning? A little bit of a bushfire over there, and then that's the township of Tiwa, and you can see the track that sort of wraps around the back. And the one thing I would have said, it would have been really nice if there was a picnic table or a seat or something for the Cooloola Great Walk as we're going around the back in an ideal world. I still found a nice spot, but yes, for older hikers or hikers managing mobility issues, that would have been really lovely.
Today's all about new beginnings and choosing to take the next first step. Even though it won't be an easy one, it'll be absolutely worth it.
Well, so far it's been easy peasy, but tomorrow's supposed to be quite a bit harder, so we'll see how we go. Man, am I looking forward to alpine. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Ooh, boy. Great walk though, not difficult at all. Just feeling the heat, lots of sweating. That's okay. Good, clean sweat. Wow. Wow, this is pretty specky. I've just hopped off the trail just by about 5 or 6 metres. How incredible. Woo. That's Double Island Point way in the distance. And I'm way back here, so you're looking at Seawore Beach. And I'm only about a kilometre and a half from my campsite, Brahmani Walkers Camp. So I better get on with it. Back in the scribbly gum territory. The scribbly marks on the scribbly gums are actually made by the scribbly gum moth. They're larvae, I should say. And they chomp away under there, and when the tree peels its bark back, a new canvas is ready for them. But yes, we're into the grass trees now. Very, very close to Brahmani Walkers Camp now. So that's good. And I just checked all trails, and that little hill straight ahead is Brahmani Walkers Camp at the top of that. So I only have 200 metres to go, which is just a dawdle. Oh, it's been incredible walking today. Look at this beauty. Oh, love it. That's better. Hi everyone. Well, I've now arrived at Brahmani Walkers Camp, and I'm just having a bit of a rest on the platform. My tent and everything's set up, but it's in the sun, so I'm just lying on one of the other platforms. There's no one else here, and elevating my feet. It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess I've been here for about an hour and a half or so. Had my beautiful bath with my few drops of essential oil in, rinsed out my socks and, you know, that sort of stuff. So I'm organised now. I've got nothing else to do but relax. So today was a really lovely walk through Great Sandy National Park. We started off this morning in the dark, as you saw, at the Big Four at Noosa Northshore.
and walked the first 2 kilometres through Arthur Harold Wilderness area in the dark and watched dawn come to light, and then sunrise on the beach. We walked this 1.6 kilometre walk on the beach, and that was absolutely beautiful. And then I had breakfast sitting on a log at the exit point before you head into inland a bit. And the next lot of kilometres is inland, gently undulating, and you keep winding up through beautiful scenery, lovely coastal heathland, beautiful trees, gorgeous wildflowers and banksias, and the wattles out and the gums are flowering. So it was absolutely lovely. And then when I got to the back of Seawore, because the track goes around the back of Seawore, I stopped there for about half an hour and I had a really good lunch break, a bit of a lie down, coffee, a wrap, some chocolate, some nuts, had a real good amount of food, and then began my second half of today's walk, which was doing all the undulations, going up and down to Mount Seawore, and then on another 3.4 kilometres, I think, to where I am now at Brahmani Walkers Camp. So it's been an absolutely delightful day. Parks rates this as a grade 4, and when you look on All Trails, some people have rated it as either a moderate or a hard. I found it an easy walk, no problems at all, not too steep, just kept a normal gentle pace. And about my stats for today, so I walked 19.3 kilometres because I started right at the other end of the caravan park, so I had a bit to walk. And then elevation gain was only 372 metres, so I don't know where the 600 and something elevation that I quoted early in the day came from. It came from All Trails, by the way, but it's clearly wrong. And walking time for me, moving time, was 5 hours and 11 minutes. It's supposed to take 4 to 5 hours. My pace was 3.7 kilometres an hour, on the slower side, but don't forget I'm filming for you guys. So yes, anyway, I'm just going to have a rest now, just chill out. I have the rest of the afternoon to just rest and go about my normal in-camp chores, and I'll check in later at golden hour. Bye for now. Happy feet being elevated. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening tonight, but this is my view for the next little while. You know, whether you're undertaking an overnight walk or a multi-day hike or even a long distance expedition, my thoughts are that every walk begins exactly the same way, with a single step. None of us can walk 102 kilometres in a single day today, but we can decide to walk the next step and just see where it takes us. Oh, feeling so happy. Hey grandson, Grandma loves you. Here's Grandma's tent. She's about to put the fly on over the top. That's the bit of material that keeps the weather out, but I just thought I'd show you inside. Can you see Grandma's pillow? See, with the flowers on, and her sleeping bag. So, this is Grandma's campsite.
Look, Grandma's camping underneath a scribbly gum. A beautiful scribbly gum. See the scribbles? They're cool. They look good on this tree. Here's Grandma's campsite. And here's the fly that goes over the top. So I better get that on, hey? You see Grandma's backpack? There it is. Grandma loves you. She's drying out stuff, but what a gorgeous camp, hey? You see Grandma's socks in the tree. She washed them and she's trying to dry them out. And this is where we are. Bit hard to see the sea, but there it is over the back. That's Grandma's view. Pretty cool, hey? Apart from where I'm camped at the moment, this would be my other favourite. It's because of the scribbly gums and grass trees. I mean, they're all beautiful spots, really. This one's sort of down the back. And in my little walk around, I have discovered that there are other campsites too, ones without the little platforms and storage boxes. So that must be a bit of an overflow type situation as well. Yeah, but how cool was that?
The Impossible Possibles project has never been about proving that impossible things suddenly become easy. It's really about discovering that what once seemed impossible becomes possible when we choose to keep taking the next step.